everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people, that's W-O-R-I-M-I, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Yes, getting better every day, still got a lozenge in, so thank you for persevering with me and joining me with these energies. And I do notice my lights are fading. I will replace those batteries before too much longer. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Oh, just very quickly, if you see anything in regards to something or other, a manifestation with Vera Hart or whatever in the comments section, that is spam. Don't bother replying to them. If you feel you must, press the three dots on the side and just report them. Or alternatively, I will pick them up when I start going through the comments of an evening. So thank you for those that made me aware of those. Yes, I have. They've been around for years, those ones, and they keep popping up every so often. Secondly, if you're having issues with the volume, it's not a this end problem. Go to your, when you're in a video, go to your settings, which is the little cog, and click on your settings and try and turn on your stable volume, and hopefully that will make a difference. So it's not at this end issue. I do apologize if you're having problems with them, but yeah, it's something you need to do on your end. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Well, news has come out that Petal, and you know who I'm talking about, old Kash, is heading off to Ruski in October. What are we looking? 14th and 15th of October to meet with the modern version of the KGB, now known as the FSB. So being leaked out of the White House. Man, oh man, talk about leak worse than a sieve. It's pretty much a falsehood. So what was happened is that requests, the media put in requests to both the FBI and the White House to please confirm or make a comment, and of course there was absolute silence in regards to that. So I'm going to have a look to see what it's about, why he's going, 3 weeks before, the ballots are cast. That's a bit not half sus. A few people have asked about Mamdani with the Yahoo coming to New York. That's not until September. What are we, July? I think it's another 6 weeks' time or so. Long way off in this day and age. So I'll have a look at that closer to the date. I got, months and months ago, did a reading. I've had the Yahoo has passed. He was in a building where they pulled a number of bodies out of. Then they put out videos of proof of life that was shown to be fake AI. The only time he's really seen is videos in his supposed office. But again, that's AI, and how can you tell? Well, go to a video from even 6 months ago in his office and have a look at the difference in the quality of the clarity in the video and just the mannerisms, etc. He does have a body double, but you'll notice that the double keeps his head down whenever, for example, there was a 60 Minutes interview or something, and also when he went out and had a look at a site that had been hit by a missile, he keeps the head down so that the facial comparisons can't be properly made. Okay, but what I want to have a look at, Petal going to the Ruskies 3 weeks before the elections. Now, just for a little bit of history, it's not the first time intelligence agency heads have gone to Ruski. Last time was Mike Pompeo. Who was Mike Pompeo? He wouldn't have happened to have been the head of the CIA back in the felons first regime. Went to Ruski to meet with the FSB. Now, I just want to point out, though, the CIA is the internal worldwide intelligence office. The FBI is the internal, within the US intelligence office. I have no idea why Petal seems to pop up in New Zealand and Australia and all these, and Ruska, and all these external places where he is the head of the internal intelligence agency. Petal also, now I call them Petal because we've got to watch the algorithms on YouTube. Our videos get pinged, they get suppressed, they get smothered, and what happens is that, or they get their ad ability taken away from them. And that's, I don't charge anything for my videos. I don't run mid-roll ads because the ad revenue from the one or two ads you might see at the start are pretty much more than enough recompense for me. But yeah, so Petal also was involved. He was on the Orange Idiot, and yes, I will call him the Orange Idiot because he's orange and he's an idiot, and if you don't like it, you can go and find a channel elsewhere. He was involved with the Orange Idiot in regards to undermining the investigations that went on into the Ruski interference in for the 2016. Was it 16? The 26th in 2016. So yeah, he's got a long history with this regime, but prior to being promoted to FBI director, we hadn't really seen much of him. Okay, so let's have a look. Head of DOJ. Oh man, isn't Blanche absolutely copying it? Speaking of the head of the DOJ, this could also be Jack Smith. Bringing action, or the International Criminal Court bringing action, something about some legal action here. But talking about Blanche, apparently the judge has ordered that he personally pay $1,000 a day for violating the releasing the files. And he's appealing against it and pleading with the judge not to charge him. Well, there's a simple solution, Todd. Release the files and you won't be charged the fine. It's not rocket science. Anyhow, cards I've got, these are really interesting cards with Petal going to Ruski. So come on down because the first three popped out. So I've just grabbed the rest here and I'll go through them. I suspect that he has been, so if I'm looking at these cards, sorry, I like my cards to be nice and straight and orderly. It's my OCD, ADHD thing. I'm sure I was the bane of my mother's existence when I was growing up, but fortunately I grew up on a farm and was left to roam and burn the energy off. I think he's been asked to do something illegal, overreach too much, about where he's going to find himself. I'm surprised he's still in the regime. I picked up quite a while ago that he was going to be out on the outer. He doesn't want to do it. So we've got 10 of Wands, King of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the Hermit, the investigation. It could be about, now when I'm talking about casting ballots, Pentacles mean the ballots. So this could be about something about interference to do with casting out legitimate ballots. Oh, speaking of which, talk about casting out, other news as well. Oz, Dr. Oz, that one that's lost his license to actually be a doctor, has come out and claimed that there was $3 million worth of fraud in the California Medicaid payments. So they've blocked $1 billion worth of payments going to California until they can prove the documentation in regards to that $3 million worth of fraud. The sooner California secedes, stops paying its federal taxes, the better. And I do keep getting that it's going to go back to state-based. Was it 12 months, 18 months ago, I read about Washington, Oregon, California becoming a part of that Cascadia with Canada. Oh, sooner the better. Okay, so just be aware that that's underway at the moment as well. 1 billion because of a claim that AI found, which is found to be, especially if they're using Grok, less than 50% accurate. AI claiming that AI found $3 million worth of fraud. I'm just going to point out we had something similar in Australia called robo-debt, ROBO debt. Google it, read the history of it. Boy, oh boy, it was an absolute disaster. And what it was an AI program that was put through our social security system to try and out people who had made false claims, etc. It was found it was absolutely disastrous. People took their lives over it because suddenly, they've been on this social security and all of a sudden they're getting a bill off the government for tens of thousands of dollars saying you owe us without it was just absolutely debacle, abuse, and I do not have words enough for it, but it was part of what brought down that particular government. So just be aware, something similar happening, California and Minnesota, I believe. And gee, why is it California and Minnesota being targeted? Because they're standing up against the ICE. Okay, but going back to Petal going to Ruski, I think he's been asked to do something strategic that is very possibly illegal about to do with the let's put it, the thing that's happening in early November because we know in Ruski that they are absolutely adept, or the Kremlin, I should say, adept at rigging. There's no way that the Putin figure used to get 93% of the votes or something. There's just no way. I don't think he wants to do it. He might be looking for a path to get out because I think he's realizing that this is a step too far. Even this is too far. And the optics of it are terrible. It is about hanging on to the status quo and to manipulate the harvesting, and brought to you by your local friendly parasitic carpetbagger, the King of Pentacles. So I'm getting here, he's been ordered to go, doesn't want to go. The optics of it are hideous, being looked at very closely, trying to find a way out. And it is all to do, because when I'm talking about casting ballots, pentacles mean ballots, it's all to do with a manipulation harvesting that has been ordered by this King of Pentacles. Oh, you wouldn't believe what the next card is. The Devil card. The Devil, the lies, deceit, the abuse of power, the betrayal. The Justice card, he might find himself at the end of some legal. And you've got here the Temperance, pouring from cup to cup, create alchemy in regards to, this is my card for the voter. Volatile information coming forward with that Knight of Wands. And you've got the Four of Swords, the Death card. Now, I've often gotten that this information won't come out until after the passing of the felon. So this could be the passing of the felon and the dark money behind the scenes to do with the flipping, or the planning behind the scenes to do with the flipping being fully exposed, and highly emotional, overwhelming, cleansing. Yep. End of an era for the oligarchs. Let me put it that way. but also an end of the way the ballot casting has been done. 10 of Pentacles. So it's no secret to him going now. It's been leaked. He doesn't want to go because even he knows that this is trouble, that this will put him in really big trouble. The optics of it. I mean, early on in the piece after he was appointed, it came out that he was complaining that he actually had to do work. He thought it would just be a cushy job where he flies around the country on the corporate jet, on the private jet, chasing a bit of skirt, and went to wherever, had some freebie trips, etc. Yeah, he's finding out some truth here. Okay, I've got the Smith-Waite Tarot deck that I'm using, just in case you're wondering what deck it is. Is he going to go? Is this 3 weeks before got the World card coming to an end and the Devil card, 2 major arcana. Just going off the bottom here, 2 of Swords, decision to be made, an announcement coming out about the King of Pentacles. Ballot security, this could be legal action itself, overreach, contracts and agreements, information coming overseas about treason, mercenary actions, the Wheel of Fortune, karma coming and biting them on the bum, White House, vote flipping voters, having to get out of Dodge, those in the regime having to get out of Dodge, a whistleblower, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups walking away, downfall walking away, and 4 of Cups. Didn't want to do something, legal action being brought forward, regret over what was concealed. Again, this 2 of Wands, something from overseas, and the Sun card, fully illuminated. If I think September's a long way away for the Yahoo for a visit, October's a long way away. I think events are going to overtake. I think with that 4 of Swords, I think events are going to overtake before this comes up. What's going to happen to Petal? Higgs is in huge trouble. White House, someone in the White House going for a dirt nap, pretty much. 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords. It's the 4 is the next card in the deck is the 5, and the 5 is about huge change, internal conflict, uncertainty. Kegs, yeah, kegs. So it's now coming out that in regards to the unaliving of some US forces, he knew that there were that it was on the cards, did nothing, and I'm pretty sure you can put a 0 in front of at least 1 0 in front of the figure that is being released. Okay, let's have a look. What's going to happen with Petal? Justice and regret. Justice, regret. Got the Chariot. So these all flipped over. The Chariot is coming for those that were in this inner circle. This is my military removal card. Not quite sure how that's going to work, but the chaos and being forced out for those on the inner circle, justice and regret. Couldn't happen to a night. Because we are heading into uncharted waters. These are the two cards that were on the top of it. Oh, I'm looking at the card. Next card. Five of Swords, the Steel. The Steel, uncharted waters, as something is going to be revealed with this Queen of Cups. It's not yet being revealed. But it could also be the uncharted waters trying to keep a lid on a highly emotive situation. But yeah, to do with the Steel. Oh, and you wouldn't believe on the bottom I've got the vote flipping, the treason card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. So with every day that passes, it gets closer. What's going to happen with Petal? He's going down with the rest of the regime, and I think he sees it. Crazy enough, old crazy eyes, Petal. So the drinking might even ramp up a little bit. He doesn't want to go. I think he's been ordered to go. He doesn't want to go. But I think also events are going to overtake before it gets to that stage, before that date actually comes around. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a time to be alive. Okay, catch you shortly. Bye-bye.